Okay, here we go. John McKeag, Trust Crash Course with Liberty Aid Academy. If you have any questions, if you're live in here, okay, just type it in the chat. I will respond to your question, your thought, anything. I had success with the trust, doing this, that, the other thing. Throw it in there, please, in the chat. Um, if you have, if you're watching this, not live, because it's going to go live, that it's going to be on our channel, right? Um, if you're watching this recorded, any question that comes up for you, just drop us an email. If you have any, hey, what about that? Contact at libertyaidacademy.org. Okay, just shoot us an email, whatever your thought is. Happy to sort out whatever's in your head. So, what is this Trust Crash Course? Well, Liberty Aid Academy is a school, and you could go to school into our course about a trust, and then you have all the knowledge afterwards. It doesn't take long, okay? The course is succinct with a lot of, added knowledge in there too, if you want to study more over time. But getting the trust open is relatively quick. It can be a number of days. And so what you do is you go open this trust bank account and you run your money through that. And guess what happens? Your trust is automatically a 501c3 when you get your EIN. And that means it's a nonprofit, and it's a kind of a nonprofit that doesn't pay the IRS or report to the IRS, not ever. And you can replace your bank account for any reason, like, oh, I have a business, so I can't do it. No, no. For your business account, you could be tax free forever. Whatever your business is, it doesn't matter. Because other types of, corporate entities, other than this trust, like an LLC, a person, a C Corp, stuff like that, they're all like, oh, if you perform this action, you're going to owe a tax. This trust is not like that, okay? It's structure based. There's a structure, it's a trust. As soon as you get the EIN, automatic 501c3 status that you don't apply for, you have it, and that's it, okay? So it doesn't matter what financial operations you perform at that point. No reporting taxes to the IRS, no paying taxes to the IRS. Love it, right? Love it. You should check out our YouTube channel and our other stuff going on, not just like this live on YouTube, because like the last video I put out, literally the last video, I put up proof that, see, you're running this trust, right? And you still have this person, a straw man that you're given, everybody's given this corporation at birth. It's you. No, that's not me. But it's a corporation. So you now you got two corporations. You got this trust, which is tax free, so you use that, and you don't use this business called a person anymore, which never was you. You see, so then you start to game the system on this person over here. It's like, oh, I'm homeless. I have no money. I. That's me? You say that person is me. Oh, okay. Well, I have no money. What government benefits can you give me? So you game the system, and I like the last video I put up on YouTube. I logged in and showed how, my person, which I get the benefit of, right? $250 a month from EBT. That's $3,000 a year, every year. And then I also showed, in addition, because there's this new thing, and someone posted this in the forum that we have, like the private forum for students only, that they had success with this. I got an email about it, but I meaning to do it. But there's also this thing where you get a credit for your cable subscription. I'm not kidding. The government is now subsidizing cable, and so that's $30 a month. So EBT and that's $3,360 the first year of just those two benefits. You could get Medicaid if it's in your state. Just on and on. I'm just saying it's not just that this trust doesn't pay taxes and doesn't report taxes. You get all these other benefits too. So anyway, if you have any questions, any thoughts or whatever, put them in the chat. I'm happy to help you with them, and we're going to get into this crash course, okay, about the trust. All right. Now, I'm going live here every Monday at noon, like this, and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Thursday at 7 p.m. is I do admissions, is what we call it, and basically it's giving a full understanding of all the courses at the school and the courses, like the school details, how you log in, like all this stuff, how you interact as a student. This is just kind of an overview of the trust, but on Thursdays at 7, that's our admission. So it explains the whole school every time. And it's in this format too, YouTube Live. So if you have any thoughts or questions or something like that, you just type them in chat. Because, everybody's programmed by the government, blah, 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 right? The whole slave factory system that makes us slaves to the bankers and stuff like that, right? So, you're programmed to think, oh, I can't get out of taxes. No, I'm an accountant. I have an MBA, master's in accounting. I've been doing this a long time. I've been posting proof of this since 2016. Okay, and here I am live. Everything's fine. There's no problems. This is what the wealthy elite do. It's simply totally legal, and anyone can do it. It's 100% legal. Okay, so it's just the issue is your programming. So we put you in a course here, and then for the rest of your life, tax free. I mean, it's really this one course. You open a trust, tax free forever, and all these benefits to it too, like that I just explained, and so many more. You start to make money instead of the government taking your time up, you know, reporting. Oh, I got to fill out these forms to say how much money, and I need to hire an accountant and stuff like that. All that blah blah blah. You don't do that anymore. And not only that, they start to give you money. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, watch that latest video, Game in the System, because I post proof. I don't post like just I'm talking like this. I go in, I log in, I show the proof. No other channel on YouTube does that. I mean, literally, no other channel on YouTube just straight up shows proof of everything. None. Zero. All those influencers, right? The ones that want to give you the influenza, right? The influencers, uh, they have millions of views and stuff. How is that possible? I've been doing this on YouTube. I think 2013 was 2012, 2013. I put it on my first video, and I've done 50 court cases against the bankers. I posted all this proof for so long. I can't even get 5,000 subscribers. Since 2012, I think it was. What is it? 2022? A decade. I can't get 5,000 subscribers. Literally. Remember when Facebook memorialized my account? Created a notarized death certificate of me. I say you're dead. Right when I figured out this trust. But guess what? I'm alive. So the point is, I come live twice a week because like you have all these program fear, worry, blah blah blah. None of that's true. What's true is what you can prove. And you should go watch our testimonials. We got all these testimonials of everybody's proof, and each one comes with a notarized affidavit that's a real individual, real someone, just like you, real human, just like you. And it really works for them. Not just me. I'm not just saying it myself. I post my proof, of course, and all that. But I'm here live twice a week to be like, look, people, no problem. Marvin, Jack, how are you and everybody doing today? Great, Marvin. Hey, today can we go over as much as we can about the trustees going to college for no cost? Did you write in about this? Yeah, it's more that theme that we just talked about. Okay, you gave the system. You should go watch my latest video, Marvin. You want to do that stuff that I said in the video. And how you learn how to do those extra things is in the mentor program. So, how to fill out the form for EBT is SNAP and so on. So, you get your person. Marvin, you have a trust. Marvin, you have a person. You have two businesses. Okay, so the trust is now all money goes through that, all expenses, everything. Okay, so your person, it doesn't have anything. It doesn't even have a bank account. It has great credit, sure, give it good credit cards. Not many, but just really good ones. Okay? So it has nothing, it has no bank account, you don't use it financially. in any way, shape, or form. You just use his credit profile. Okay, that's it. All right. Go get yourself an EBT for that business called the person, which is a great proof and identifier that you know, have the qualities of having nothing and get all the government services is a great qualifier. So getting that EBT first is a really good thing to do. But you don't need to do that for this. And in the mentor program, I go over exactly, Marvin, how to fill out the form. You should go in and look at it because I just put it up. The last form was explaining. I'll give you a little overview, but if you want to know how to fill out the form and everything and online how to do it, it's in the mentor program. It's actually the last video I did. You should go in there. And I mean, of course, I log in and fill in every blank in my own account so you can see exactly how to do it. Exactly. No way you can make a mistake because I'm showing you logged into the account how to fill in every single blank exactly. So you need to get in the mentor program to do it exactly right. Okay? So, and it's in there. Most recent upload. But how it works is you're running this other business, right? Called Trusted a Person. You have a both. So you set up your person with your federal can get federal student loans, right? And grants and loans. Undergraduate shouldn't cost a penny really for anyone. It's easy to get Pell grants or whatever. So, but then you can get a graduate degree and so on. You can get, degrees that you could go get a license for. That they have some value, like, oh, I could get a law degree, go get a law license, and then you could make some money with that. A doctor's degree. You could go shriek heads, cut people open, all that kind of stuff. You follow me? And you get student loans from that. Okay, so how do you not pay? You just don't pay the student loans. You don't pay them, and you qualify, under the student loan program to not pay because you don't have enough income. So anyway, in the mentor program, it shows you exactly what form to fill out and everything like that. See, because your person, right, that business called the person, got all those loans from the federal government. And the federal government actually, all those loans have been in abeyance. No one had to pay them back for any reason, right? And now they pushed it till May. But after that, I show you how to fill out the form properly to qualify, so you never have to pay student loans, not ever, never, and your personal credit is just fine. It reports, oh, it's no problem. The loans, it reports that they're not supposed to be paid, and so on. So I have a client that has almost $300,000 in student loan debt, and she operates a trust, and she never pays a penny on any of those loans for years, and because she's been operating the trust for many years, and so not only does she not have to pay, but her credit score is like 777, something like that, like really high, and $300,000 of student loan not paying on. You see what I'm saying? So there's no negative, is what I'm trying to say, Marvin. If somebody, there's no way you operate this trust, and you don't have a way you could say, oh well, I don't make enough money or whatever. Well, go to college, go get a license, go to a graduate degree. I have an MBA, I have a master's in accounting. People see what I do. Well, I did the work too. You know what I mean? I still serve people. I don't say, hey, this is how you make $1 million, kick back and do nothing. I don't say that. This is the legal way to improve your life. Anyone can do. I hit the things that anyone can do, and they're free. Really, all the stuff, what you have the knowledge, what you have your trust set up, and everything. All these things is just money coming back at you. You see, and how to do it. And once you have one thing done, you're just repeating it. Let's say, oh, I got an EBT. Oh, great. So every 6 months, all you simply fill it out, and it keeps coming. It doesn't stop. $250 a month. So anyway, that's the student loan thing. Go get in the mentor program, and then see how to fill out the form and everything, exactly how to do it. You see, you just get a federal student loan, and then you fill out the form how I showed you, and then because you're operating a trust, you don't pay ever. Your personal credit's great. That's it. Okay? And then, of course, one day they'll come along. Uh, yeah, Barbie, I mean, seriously, whatever you haven't had an interest in, it's like, oh, well, college is too expensive. I can't do it. Yeah, you can. You can go to college, you can go to graduate school, you know, and get a license and be, all the doctors sold out, so we could use a good one. All the lawyers sold out already, long time ago, so we could use one good one. We have one good accountant, hey, you know, so we could use one of them other ones. You see what I'm saying? And so that's an easy way to afford it. It's affordable. They also pay not just for tuition; they pay extra money, per like how many credits you take it. So you can pay your rent and stuff like that while you're in school. Focus on school and do that, and not have a job, and so on. Keep your expenses low and do it that way. Like really focus on school. Go out, get the license afterwards, and pay nothing for all that education, like a trust fund, baby. Yeah, because you are now. You see. Anyway, that was a good question, Marvin. That's the details. I actually did that. That was the most recent mentor videos. How you fill out that form, okay? I just did it a couple days ago. It should be up. Um, let's see. Okay. Good to hear from Russia or wherever, whatever that one is. Uh, Mike, any thoughts on exchanging currency to certificate units into a trust and how to use them? Certificate. Yeah. No. No. Uh, what you're, I mean, what you're talking about is um, making instead of each trustee can do 100% of anything in the trust, you're limiting their ability to operate the trust as a trustee to a percentage. And then you have to write down what what limitations come with those certificate units. So you're actually limiting your trust and limiting your trustee's ability to do things with that. That's what those are for. Only. Okay? And then let's say, a trust has extreme value. You know what I'm saying? Like Inga Trust / USA Inc., right? Like it's the quote country, right? That worships we, right? Uh, that has a lot of value because it owns a lot of real estate and stuff like that. So those certificate units are given to each, anyone that sells or sold and does what they say to we. And then they, the ruler of hell gives them those certificate units in their person's name, which, great. So they don't, that's the only, you know, I guess those certificate units for the Igawi Trust are used as, sell souls. You sell your soul, you get a certificate unit. So those are for souls, I guess, for the Igawi Trust, because you can sell your soul to the devil, obviously. And every soul is sold to the devil. This is the contract to get you out of it, this trust. So, but I don't see any other method for certificate units, and I don't really get into them with a trust, and no one has to. And that kind of information can be private, not written down. And so, why limit your trust? Why write stuff down that someone could maybe get a hold of and read when you don't have to? You could keep it private and oral within what you decide. So, it's really certificate units, I would say, are used mainly for subterfuge agencies, which people don't operate. They come to me. You see? I hope that answers that question, Mike. Tiffany, hey Jack, you have a video about getting mortgaged by filing taxes. What's the strategy behind that? I don't have a video on that now, but I could get into some of that video and stuff. I probably would get into that in the mentor program because a lot of people ask about that. I had somebody ask about that yesterday. I explained how to. So There are two directions, like you could do it like the trust purchasing, land. Like, developers go buy land and build on it or whatever, right? There are all these different corporations that out there, purchasing land and doing stuff with it, investment type stuff. You can use your trust like that, okay? And Business Finance 101 teaches you how to build credit for the trust, and that's, part of building credit for the trust is, okay, I'll go talk to a mortgage lender as an investor and see what money's out there. That's one way, Tiffany. Second way is more, you know, normal way of people thinking about, there's, I want to get a conforming loan. Of course, these are non-conforming and conforming. That's talking about your person, not the trust. So we're off the trust. That can finance it, like I just said, and then your person could finance it too, right? And there's some financing out there. They squeeze it down and open it up, right? Depending on what they want home prices to be and foreclosure amounts to be and stuff like that. The bankers run everything. So, if you want to get taxes, okay, let's say you found, all right, what this property, and this lender says, we'll lend if I could do A, B, C, and D. And the only thing you can't do is file taxes. Well, you could file taxes. You could do it, actually. You could file taxes for your person, couldn't you? You just ask them what you need to file taxes to match what is needed to get that mortgage loan, couldn't you? You could just really actually file them. And then, of course, after you get the mortgage loan, you could file again and amend them and be like, that was a mistake. Those are, just remove them and write this one all zeros. And just replace it with that. And I could amend the previous 2 years or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Then you got some tax forms, and they went to the IRS, so you just amend them after, and that's it. So easy. Generally, you see what I'm saying? So those are two directions, and that's generally, of course, people get my expertise via Zoom, and that comes with the trust. You can talk about these things with me, Tiffany. You can also email, right? You can also get in the mentor program and go in there and see all the different methods that are in there, how to do things. And that's a good one for the mentor program. Tiffany, thank you for asking that question. You're a great question asker. You're a super hard worker. You get your work done. I love interacting with Tiffany on here because she's like a get it done lady. I love it. A great question. Mike, I think it was Mark Henry. Mark Henry, huh? Is that Patrick's brother? I think it was Mark Henry that spoke of them and said it bypassed market value. Oh yeah, he's just making up stuff. Yeah, sure, there are a lot of stories out there on the internet and a whole bunch of liars, right? 330 million of them, right? We need 33. Yep. And they never have proof. And that's what's different about our school, right? What is Liberty Aid Academy? Liberty Aid Academy teaches our students to radically improve their lifestyle with legal, easy-to-use financial methods not widely known, but proven by testimonials to work for all of our students. Our courses are our courses all use copyrighted, unique material only used at our school. All our students' testimonials have a notarized affidavit proving their outcomes, and testimonials are 100% real by real people just like you. So let's talk about this, Patrick Henry. Unless someone has proof, I don't care what they're saying. This is the way humans operate, and this is the way liars operate, right? Subhumans, 33, right? There are two different methods. There are two different volumes of information out there, right? One volume of information is only Liberty 8. There's nowhere else you can get it on the internet. We have proof. We post of our outcomes. Hey, this happened. Here's the proof, right? I post everything, all the proof of my outcome. Then I show how to do it. You see what I'm saying? People on the internet, like you're talking about, they say, certificate used, blah, 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 blah. They get a story but no proof of any outcome. So there's no reason to discuss anything about anyone's stories, right? Tall tales and stories and fables and fairy tales have no value whatsoever. Do you follow me? Because they don't have any proof. This school has proof. So talking about other topics without proof, they have no value. They take away people's time, and there's no proof. I explain what they're for: subterfuge, right? Liars. So that would be that individual you brought up would be one of them. You see what I'm saying? Because no proof. You follow me? So only bring up things that are proven to work. Otherwise, it's just, Freemasons lying like always. That's it. Tiffany, yeah, see amenities. Yes. A genius. I know you meant that in a nice way, but there's no gin in me, right? There's no gin in us. Right? It's just humans. Okay, so this is a tax-free trust. And it's for any individual or any business. You see what I'm saying? You're simply going to open up a trust account, and if you have a business, quote business, right? It don't matter to the trust what you're doing financially. It doesn't matter. It's not like that, okay? Simply you open up the account from and then on, moving money through it means no reporting taxes, no paying taxes. Personal business, all that stuff doesn't matter anymore. You see what I'm saying? Those are rules for taxable entities, like an LLC, a person, C Corp, and a blah, 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 right? All those rules are like, oh, perform this action, you owe a tax, you got to report. This trust is different in every way, shape, or form because this is structure-based, okay? It's not action-based. As soon as you get the EIN, that's it. No reporting, no paying taxes forever. As long as you run the money through that trust account. That's it. Yeah, no, it's so easy. So, I have a business. Okay, well, all you do is simply, how do you get paid? PayPal. Okay. You change your PayPal account to a trust. You change your bank account to a trust. That's it. Your business just changed to tax-free for the rest of your life. That's it. Done. So simple. So, where in the tax code does it say I can do that, Jack? Right here. Okay, this is Chapter 26 of the United States Code. This is Section 508, Special Rules with respect to Section 501c3 organizations. So, no organizations must notify the Secretary that they are applying for recognition of 501c3 status, except as provided in subsection C. Okay, so what does that just say? You have to apply to be 501c3, right? You have to apply to be this federal nonprofit, right? You have to apply to the Secretary at the IRS, except if you fit into this mandatory exception down there in C. As C1, okay, exception, mandatory exceptions. Churches, everybody knows churches are accepted, right, for paying taxes or reporting. Fantastic. What else? Churches, comma, they're integrated auxiliaries. Okay, that's like churches, okay. Comma, and conventions, that's not a church. Or association of churches. Convention could be another term in a broader sense that describes a trust, right? We're going to go over what a convention is. You fit under the convention. Of course, you can start a church this way too, but you can do anything under this, under the convention, you see? So that's never pay taxes. Here's never report taxes. So good. Again, Chapter 26 is what they call the IRS Code. It's just a chapter, the 26th chapter of the U.S. Code, which is the corpus of the God we trust. So, Section 6033, returns by exempt organizations. And then again, we're going to read this. It flips it though. It's the same thing. It just says, in general, organizations required to file, except as provided in paragraph 3. Okay, so this starts off with the accepted that's down below. But let's keep reading for a second. What's accepted? Except as provided in paragraph 3, every organization exempt from taxation under Section 501 shall file an annual return. Oh, you got to file an annual return. Except, well, let's go down to that 3, right? This is word for word what we just read in that other code, okay? Literally word for word. Exceptions, mandatory exceptions, right? Churches, comma, their integrated auxiliaries, comma, and conventions or association churches. Word for word, that's it. What's a convention? It's an agreement between two parties. Guess what the two parties are in this? Grantor and trustee in a trust. And you can hold both positions. It's so easy. It's so simple. You see? So, what can you put in this trust? Your money. Yeah, all your money, whatever you think of as money, and that could be so many things, right? Dollars, yeah, go get a bank account, go get a crypto account. Crypto accounts in many places get like a Schwab account, equity account in the name of this trust. Yes, absolutely. And you're the only one on this trust. It's your trust, okay? Teach you how to do it, you open it, you run it, that's it. We're not involved at all. We just have the expertise as this class. You take the class, we're here, you get me on Zoom. You get us by email, and we help you through it. It's a piece of cake. What else can go in a trust? Your car, but anything with a title. Your truck. Oh, I have a trucking business. Yeah, all that. I have a boat. Yeah, that. A mobile home. Sure, that gets a title, right? Anything down at the Department of Motor Vehicles, right, where they give out a title, you can put it in the name of the trust. Real estate, your home, any real estate can go in the name of this type of trust, and then you could go apply at the county level to get your property taxes exempted, hooray, forever. Yay. Your business no longer needs to pay taxes or report. You simply use this trust. No more reporting, no more paying taxes. That's it. It's that simple. And you take this short course. We have the documents already perfected. This is how you get the EIN step by step with the photos, everything. You can't get it wrong. And then you print out your documents, and that's it. You get it signed and notarized. Go to the bank, open up your bank account. That's it. No more paying the IRS forever. Just run your money through that. That's all. It's so simple. Now. Okay, Jack, you just read me some IRS stuff. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe it doesn't. You just explained that the IRS code says you can be a 501c3 nonprofit without applying the IRS. Well, I never heard of that. Well, guess what? They have it in black and white here at the SBA. This is the U.S. Small Business Administration. This is who gave out all the EIDL money, all the PPP money, right? And this was their guidance on that. This is a FAQ, frequently asked question things for faith-based organizations. This was in reference to the PPP and EIDL program. Let's read through it because the last sentence explains you don't have to apply to be a 501c3 in black and white from the bankers of the U.S. government. It's right here in black and white. And you can actually Google this document right now. You would just Google SBA and then faith-based organizations FAQ. What you're seeing right on that screen. This is on page 2 of that PDF, okay? You can look it up right now. I'm an accountant. Verify, validate, show me the proof. Because otherwise you're just making up a bunch of stuff that's not helpful to anyone, right? No, proof. Okay, so what is this? Let's read through it. It's really easy. It's wonderful. This is one of the best things you'll ever read. Of course, it's in gobbledygook language, but it comes with a great punchline. Frequently asked questions regarding participation of faith-based organizations in PPP EIDL program. Okay. Here's number 3. How will churches qualify if they haven't been informed of the tax-exempt status by the IRS? Okay, churches. Now, the second question doesn't have anything to do with churches, does it? Do organizations, doesn't say churches, do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? Because listen, you're just getting a status, right? You're getting the special status for the trust. It's like being a diplomat. It's so great. Okay, now let's read down below what the answer is. Churches, comma. Okay, there's some parentheses, but not 3, but otherwise, word for word, lifted out of the IRS code. Churches, comma, integrated auxiliary churches, and comma, and conventions or association of churches qualify for PPP and EIDL. So all that tax exempt stuff we saw in the code, they qualify for PPP and EIDL. So it's right there. As long as they meet the requirements of Section 501c3 of the IRS code and all of the PPP and EIDL requirements. So here's the big sentence at the end. Such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status. See 26 USC 508C1A. We just read that, right? 50, what did that say? 508C1A. There it is, right? We just read that. Okay. So how is Liberty Aid Academy different? We're an online school. We have support like every other great online school, like a big university or something like that. We have all that. You can get the instructor via Zoom and so on. No problem. But what's different? What doesn't Harvard have, at Yale, and those crappy lower down, kind of subclass schools, unlike our school? What do those crappy schools have? What do we have that they don't have? We have testimonials with the notarized affidavit that real people had this outcome. Okay? Those schools you pay money, you just, hope everything goes okay, right? Nah, they don't have any proof that anything's going to happen for you. We do. We don't make this up. We do this. I did this first. This is all copyrighted information that I did. And then I teach everybody how to do it. There is no other school like Liberty Aid. There is no one else, whatever their name is online talking about some BS financial nonsense. No one cares if they don't have proof, and no one else has proof. Only this school. So you're in the right place. You use the right yardstick, right? Do they have proof? And then you get in and you have this outcome. Otherwise, you just, you're guessing. Oh, they talked about trust certificate, whatever. So who cares they talk about it? They don't have any proof of outcome. Who cares what they're talking about? No one cares. You see? Okay, so, what comes with this? Trust is also information about how to build a credit profile for the trust. So, the trust qualifies for government programs like when the Yale PPP was out there. Of course, credit cards, lines of credit, auto loans. Yes, that comes with the trust. The court teaches you how to build credit for the trust. Absolutely, we teach you how to do that. I've been doing this since 2016. I told everybody to get their credit profile ready for the trust. I told everybody for years, get ready. PPP, EIDL come, people got it, they got ready. Listen to me. The other people, up. And I'm telling you again, they're going to wreck it again. You better have your credit profile ready for your trust. Get it ready. What, the government fixes things? No. They wreck things. Give me a break. Bank where you want with this trust. Bank where you're currently banking. I give suggestions in the course, but, there's no particular bank that does this or something like that, No, all the banks somehow have trust accounts. No problem whatsoever. Sometimes you have a particular branch that doesn't want to do it or whatever, but, Sarah, yeah, Echo. Yeah, sorry. I'm good, Sarah. Not deplatformed. Oh, nice. Me. Right? No, I get deplatformed. What a great word. I love that. Okay. I'm good. I hope you're well too, Sarah. Anyway, Sarah, you're a business lady. Get one of these trusts. You run all your money through this trust account. You never report to the IRS. Never pay the IRS forever. It also qualifies you for a lot of other things and benefits. For your business, of course, this trust would qualify to, get state tax exemption for your sales and stuff like that. I posted proof that I got that outcome from my trust. Go look at our YouTube videos. That wasn't that long ago that I did that. Your person then, you could get food stamps every month, and that's $250 a month, and you get, anyway, all these benefits, free college, free graduate school, on and on and on. So, but I'm good. Nice to hear from you, Sarah. Hope you do well. So, what other courses do we have here? Well, the Business Finance 101, that comes with the trust, okay? It's bundled together, you get it. We did it, used to bundle it, so students from a few years ago, if they want to get this information about how to build credit from a trust. If they don't have it, they can get it. But for everyone now comes with the trust yet. And two advising sessions come with the trust. So that all comes with the trust. So those are other courses, but there are other courses of the trust. The only thing that doesn't come with the trust is a mentor program. And so you have to open your trust, so you get your credit profile started and stuff like that. Then I'll show you all the hacks. Like, oh, you can get an EBT card? Yeah, here's how you fill it out. Oh, you can you don't have to pay student loans forever and your credit's great? Yeah. Show you how to do that. Just fill out that form. So that's in the mentor program. All the millions of other hacks and stuff here that we have, not millions, but all the great hacks that pay you money and stuff that have real benefits. Not getting vaccinated was in there when I did. That was an early question somebody had. All that's in the mentor program. Okay. And here's how to contact us if you have any questions, any thoughts or what have you. Hasdrubal. Happy Uncle. Hey there. Good to have you. All right, homie. Domey. In the dome. So, yeah, if you have any questions, of course it's ongoing, right? Contact at libertyacademy.org. Our students, we support them. When I first started doing this work, I had students from, I think it was 2013 or something like that. Guess what? They're still logged into this school, even though I was just doing that, right? Myself didn't have a school yet and so on. I was an accountant and so on. I've kept everybody, all past clients and stuff like that. You could log into old stuff if we're still doing it, which I'm not officially doing that stuff out there, but I am going to be doing it on Patreon. That's coming up. The school, I can disseminate a certain amount of information, and then a large part of the information, hundreds of old videos and new stuff, and the book that I just wrote and stuff like that. That's got to be on a platform that they can't close down, and we have to basically, the only way to do that is to use a paid service. And Patreon seems to be the one that it's widely used, but it also will do things that we needed to do, like you can get forums in there, and it handles our students' needs. Can deliver them the information in a way that they can really receive it, and it won't go down or get taken off of YouTube or any of these public platforms that are becoming pretty useless, honestly, aren't they? Can't post any truth on YouTube anymore, or Facebook or any of them. It's just, okay, the CIA is definitely, that's who runs them, that's who owns them, that's who started them, whatever. They watch everything. It's like, click, just turn that off. It's like, okay, Red USA. Maybe I'll go to China and look stuff up on the internet. Maybe I'll see it over there. It's funny. Anyway, so that's the last slide, and this is the Trust Crash Course. You're just hurting yourself by not having this trust. I hate to say it, but why get to the end of your year and have to pay the government taxes? It's just, if you love them and they did a great job, tip them at the end of the year. Here's your tip. I never heard of anybody doing that, but haven't they taken enough? Don't they take enough of your time? Don't they make enough of your choices and so on? Don't you want to return choices to you? You see? This changes your life completely. I'm just talking about the financial aspects on here, and just some of them, You should go watch your videos or testimonials of what has happened to people in their lives for this. And we'll get you the information when we get Patreon up and running and stuff like that. We got projects, and our team has projects, so we're doing them one by one. And it's coming up. But when we get to it, I'm gonna let it loose in there. I'm gonna really give everything in there because it can't be taken down, and it won't be detrimental to our platform that houses the trust in the school and stuff like that. So, just so many situations unsolved there. This homeless problem and so on for anyone. I'm gonna get back into all that. It's gonna be in there, the debt, removing that, like all that stuff I did for years and stuff. Just it needs to be in another platform so that our school doesn't get shut down where it is now. You know what I mean? What happens if the economy and the banks crash? Uh, you know, what does that mean anymore? You know what I mean? Like, they've added 25% to the M1 money supply year after year. And recently, they added so much more with this PPP and EIDL, right? So the M1 money supply is how many dollar bills there are. There are this many dollar units out there. And they were adding 25% to the money supply every year. So if you say inflates, when you inflate a tire, it increases, right? You're making it more air. I'm making more air in the tire. So inflation is about adding to the money supply. When you add to the money supply, right, you inflate the amount of dollars that exists, and therefore there are more dollars. So things cost more money because there's simply more dollars. You see what I'm saying? There's a finite amount of goods and people and stuff like that, but you're just making more dollars. You see, so the dollars that were there before have less value because you just added to the supply of them, devaluing the currency by how much per year? 25% per year, right? And that was before PPP and EIDL. So, they're using interest rates to make it that easy to make the price of things come down because your financing is low. But really, it's going up. Now it's just jumping out of sight. It's going to go out of sight. So, I don't. For most people, the economy has already crashed. They can't qualify to buy a home. There are literally millions of homeless people living in tents and on the streets of the USA. Millions. Hundreds of thousands, like 100,000 minimum in LA. Literally on the street in tents. I mean, I don't know how much more crashing there is in this type of crashing, but there, of course, will be more. They just add to the money supply. And as long as they add to their money supply, right, they're not adding to mine or yours. They're just adding to their own money supply. So they're making I have more and I devalued your money. You see what I'm saying? Because you and me, we didn't get more money. They did. So they got more money and they devalued our money at the same time. Pretty clever. You see? And that's been going on. This is going into overload. Of course, the day I opened the first trust, this trust we're talking about, right? March 14, 2016, right? The devil came into the Chase Bank, sat right next to me, and offered me $485 million for my soul not to open this trust. That was $2016. You see what I'm saying? So the only way, there's only ever going to be one way to be rich, and that's to sell your soul, period. And that's it. So, that's it. Okay. But there are different ways to acquire wealth that we'll be going over in Patreon, which will be fun. So, they just print more money. If the economy crashes, you better be doing the things that I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? They crash segments of it. They're never going to crash the wealthy elite. Period. They run the place, right? They're never going to crash, the electric grid or something like that and turn off your programming devices. Because then they couldn't program you. So, you see what I'm saying? There's only going to be certain type of, cumulative crashing like we're doing now. Just putting more of the people that won't bend their knee to the devil on the street, period. Just everybody goes on the street that won't bend their knee to the devil. That's just the way it is. Unless there's another method. You see what I'm saying, which I'll be getting into Patreon. But I'm just saying that if you haven't noticed a crash it, well, maybe you're using some of this information well, which I know you are. And so some of these things aren't affecting you as much as they are affecting some other people and so on. And that's the goal with this information. Here's all these hacks where you get all this money back and, get all this time back and stuff like that. These are real financial things that anyone in the USA could do. To save money, get money back, to protect your money and all that stuff. This pays real dividends when they're, you know, crashing, the slow crash, right? It's like slow motion. Crash this, crash that, the car's flipping. Oh, that just lost a fender. Okay, well, it hasn't actually crashed. That's not working. Yeah, but it's flying in the air. It's touching down once in a while at 200 miles an hour. So it's not fully crashed. It could still run now. You know what I mean? But it's still flying through the air. So it's kind of a slow motion, continuous crash is what they're going to do. And that's what they've been doing. And they won't let it up. And, at the end of the reset, that's what happens. We're getting to the end of it, right? 1969, 2033, the time loop. That's all there is. There never will be another part of time. History is made up. So it's got to, spin up until the crescendo, the finale in 2033, right? Of course, I know everything, right? Called Christ consciousness, and I also have proof. And I can demonstrate everything, explain everything, all the game that we're going through, and all that information, that spiritual information and truth, because the truth sets it free. Once you have the truth, this is financial truth. Oh, I can speak about a certain amount of this. The rest of the truth, like spiritual technology and spiritual activism and how to beat them, how to beat the bankers, how to take property and all that stuff, you can't put that on this platform right here. So that's what I'm going to put over on Patreon, okay? How to really crush them. And this is, how to do your day-to-day, normal living, tax-free way, get this money back, real hacks, okay? That's what this trust is, okay? All right. I love it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the feedback. To not have this trust is really, think about it this way. You have it. Anybody you have it, you don't have it, the trust is in your name of the person. It's some corporation that you got we trust. It's not your business. They gave it to you when you were born, and they said it's you, or you got an LLC, it's a sub corporation that you got we trust. They have jurisdiction over your money, your bank account, and so on. Any day, you just wake up, everything's gone. Oh, we garnished, we made a new rule, we made a new law. Oh, the banks crashed, so we had to take your money. That's happening in countries, okay? Obviously. You put it in trust now. No money gets taken out ever. Never. And it can't go to court either. So now, today, right now, your money is at risk. Everything you own is at risk. You get this trust, no longer at risk. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to help you. I've been proving this stuff for years. And now I'm telling you, you ain't got that many years left. You see this thing you got a proof of, you better come to this and figure this out. Or, this slow crash is just going to keep getting where lost all the fenders, there goes the engine, things aren't going well. But they're going a lot better for you because you've done all this work. Get ready for it, right? The next time they're doling out money, you'll be like, oh, thanks, I'll take some of that. When they give out property and so on, I'll tell you in Patreon. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. No more questions, so get the trust. Put this link out there on your social media, and help some people. This really helps people to get this information. Plus, I know you people on here that already have the trust. You know it works. You're like, my life pays forever. Yes. Let some other people know. You'll change their life just by letting them know. They'll be so happy. Plus, then you'll have somebody to talk about it. You did it? Oh, great. What are you doing now? They got somebody to hack this thing with, right? Some good patriots, right? Mike, hey, you Jack. Oh, yeah, no problem. Mike, great questions. All questions, ask them. You see what I say? I go direct at them. I'm super honest with proof, and that's what we need to look at. Who has proof? Who can we trust? This is about trust. You see, you can only trust the people with proof. Otherwise, there's stories. It's like, I heard a lot of stories. Do you have any proof? Oh, no, I got a good story. Okay, moving on, right? Anyway, Mike, have a great day. Everyone else, have a wonderful day. Keep up the great work. People, Tiffany, all you people in here doing all this work, getting all this money back, making your life change completely. Just everything you do of it, it accumulates. It's like, oh my God, I get this much money every month. I'm not paying that much money every month. Keep up the work. It's just, just a little bit. Don't not like push yourself hard, but each time you do something, it's like, oh man, I got it done. You know? Keep up that great work. I'd love to get on here and hear what people have done too. Not just post my videos. Look what else I did. Yay! But to hear from you all. Okay, have a wonderful day.